You become what you focus upon. We are so eager to see what you do with the energies coming in for the month of July. July is going to be such a pivotal month in the evolution of consciousness there on planet Earth, because you are going to receive so much support for the accessing of more of your sense of purpose in this lifetime. And those of you who have known what your purpose is in this lifetime will be getting support in regard to furthering those pursuits. Even if you think you know what your purpose is in this lifetime, we have news for you. You do not just have one purpose for being there. You have many. And more of your purpose for being there, or your purposes for being there, will be revealed to you in the month of June 2022. You have been given greater access to your spiritual gifts and abilities, and you have been assisted in cleansing and clearing your lower 3 chakras. Now it is time to do something with those wonderful energies of June. Remember, June was also a month about more and more people than usual there on Earth awakening to the truth of who they really are. Therefore, it is the perfect time for all humans to gain access to more of their sense of purpose. And it is also the perfect time for people to have more opportunities to share what it is they have to share with the rest of humankind. In other words, you may know what your purpose is. However, you may not always feel like you can do anything about what it is you want to do and what it is you know you were born to do. That is where these July energies come in, and that is also where those of us who are in part of the non-physical collective of helpers come in. We come in to offer you everything that we can, including inspiration, support, ideas, and helpers on the physical level, to bring you to the place where you need to be, so that you can be exactly what you set out to be in this lifetime as well. It is important for you to feel that, and to know that, and then when the opportunities come along, it is important for you to take them. Say yes to all opportunities when they come along. Be ready to share your gifts and abilities with others who will benefit from them. Continue to work on yourselves and what you have to share with your fellow humans. And your fellow humans will continue to show up and ask you to help them with what they need. Every piece in this universe has its proper place where it fits in. Sometimes you are the helper, and sometimes you are the one being helped. It is all perfect in that way. We are so excited to see you all having that greater sense of purpose and acting upon those opportunities, offering that help and assistance that you have to give. We are also excited to see you all being yourselves, fully and completely in this lifetime. That is why we are in love with the month of July, and we know that you will all be falling in love with it as well. We are offering you a unique energetic transmission to go along with all the words that are written and spoken in this message. We know that some of you feel the energies, and we know that some of you are only concerned with the words and what they convey. We want to encourage you to focus more on feeling whatever it is that you have your attention on, rather than just asking your mind for whether it seems true or real to you. If you just give your attention to something based on whether it is interesting or not, you could find yourself focusing in many different directions, not all of which would necessarily serve you in the end. Therefore, we invite you to pay attention to the transmission of energy that is happening right now, and we also invite you to do the same whenever you are focusing on anything, whether it has to do with your spiritual journey or not. Everything is energy that is vibrating, and that includes all people, all teachings, all perspectives, all wisdom, and all thoughts. Everything is energy that is vibrating, and it is vibrating at a particular frequency. That frequency is one that either serves you to match that frequency, or it does not. Therefore, pay attention to how you are feeling when you are focusing on something, regardless of what it is, because that feeling is telling you everything you need to know. Do I want or need more of this? That is the question. Do I like the way I feel when I focus on this? These are the questions to ask yourselves more often. Do not fall for the trap of the mind that says, "This seems logical to me. This seems like it might be true." This is interesting, so I will continue to give it my attention. Meanwhile, most people ignore everything that their emotional response is telling them with what they are giving their attention to, and that is not a very good idea. You become what you focus upon. Therefore, make sure you are focusing upon what you want to become. Focus upon what you want more of, and never focus upon what you want to eradicate. First of all, there is no such thing. There is no way to eradicate anything because all of this exists within Source, and Source is not going anywhere. Neither is anything that exists within Source. You might as well get used to everything right now just as it is, because it will always exist. Do you have to encounter it around every corner? No. If you would like to encounter it around every corner, then continue to give it your attention. Continue to focus on that which you want to see more of and experience more of. That is the only way to live a conscious and deliberate life as a creator being there on earth. And that is what you are. You are all creating all of it, all the time, whether you realize it or not. Therefore, you may as well do it consciously. Now, getting back to us. What we are offering you energetically is what we know you need. However, not everyone can receive it, and not everyone wants to receive it. But you are much more likely to receive it if you know that it is there, and if you tune in to what it is we are sending, and you feel for how those energies feel in your body. We are quite certain that you will want more. We seek to serve, we seek to help, and we hear all of your prayers. We hear all your requests. Therefore, we know what you want, and we feel into what you need. Then we cook something up here in the 9th density, and then transmit it. Sometimes we use the messages here to transmit it, and sometimes we transmit it directly to you. Either way, it is there for you if you want it, and we will never stop delivering, because as long as you are ascending and we are ascending, there will be more for you to receive from us, and we like the relationship we have with you. We like it very much. We are sending you energies at this time that contain vibrations that you have never felt before, and we invite you to see your journeys there on Earth as about feeling into vibrations that you have yet to discover. We send you activations all the time, and sometimes those activations are for something very specific, like the activation for a spiritual gift or ability. Other times we send you activations that are designed to get you to feel a vibration that exists also ultimately inside of you. But for the most part, you do not feel a vibration inside of you unless something happens outside of you first, to let you know that there is something going on inside of you. Now, if you can remember being a child for a moment, think about what it was like for you the first time you felt love, joy, fear, anger, sadness, and so on, and how those moments of feeling those emotions shaped your lives. Then you can get an idea of the significance of what we are talking about here. There is so much that you have yet to feel there in your bodies, and while we can encourage you to feel around inside your chakras for various vibrations, it is also helpful and a part of our purpose to just send you the energies that will make you aware of all that exists inside of you. You are sitting on a treasure chest, and most of you do not even know it. You do not realize how powerful you are. You do not realize what is contained inside of you. And to create circumstances in your lives to get you to feel everything takes time. You are on this ascension path that involves you all getting up to speed fast, and we want to help you do that. We want you to want to reach within yourselves more often, and we know that by giving you a glimpse, a taste of what is available to you, is the fastest way to convince you that there is so much inside of you. When you discover what you are made of, which is literally energy that vibrates, you realize that you do not have to take as much action as you have been taking. You realize that things can be a lot easier in your lives. And you realize that you are powerful creators, and that you use vibration to create. Yes, sometimes those vibrations are represented by thoughts, and so people talk about thoughts being creative, and they are correct. However, there is always something beneath the thought, something behind the thought that gives you access to it. That is why we prefer for you to go straight to the vibration, and then let the thoughts come, let the emotions come, let the life circumstances come that will reflect to you the very vibration that you have activated within yourselves. Our activations are just the beginning. They are not meant to be the end. We are not supposed to do it all for you. We are supposed to light the fire underneath you that gets you to feel what was always there, always waiting for you to tap into. And now you are ready to tap into more. You are ready to do more, to be more, to feel more, and to have the lives you desire to have there on earth. You are meant to arrive to a fifth density level of consciousness and range of frequencies with joy in your hearts, with excitement, and with a sense of play and wonderment. And we are always here to assist you to do all that, with our gentle nudgings leading the way. We are quite certain that you are being offered everything that you need in this moment, and we know this because we are one of the groups who are offering you what you need. We also know that not everyone is open to receiving what they need, and most people are not even open to receiving what they want. One of the best things you can do for your fellow humans is to open up and receive what you have coming to you, because not only are you setting the example for others and creating the template that others can also use, but when someone comes up to you and says, "How come your life is so great?" you can tell them that you receive consciously from the non-physical all that is being given to you, and then they will ask you how you do it, and you can explain it to them. You can explain that you realized that there is a certain amount of futility in forced action, and in struggle. You can let them know that you made a decision to surrender, to let go, to relax and to open up, and that when you made that decision, everything changed for the better. If you want to be healed, open up to the healing energies that are already flowing to you. If you want more abundance, open up to the flow of abundance that is always coming to you. If you want more peace, open up to the peace that is all around you and inside of you when you look for it. Open up to the love of Source and let the love of Source flow to you and through you, and see how your world is transformed by these simple non-actions. It does take some letting go, however. That is the one caveat. You have to let go of tension, doubt, disbelief, angst, resistance, resentment, and all the rest. You have to let it go. You have to realize it does not serve you. You might also benefit from observing a master. Do not just think about what the master is doing and saying. Also feel into what the master is emanating. Feel into their vibration. Notice there is no tension in their shoulders, in their neck, in their jaw, in their brow. They have freed themselves from all of that because they know they are eternal, infinite beings of light, and that this is just one stop on a magical mystery tour. You are on that tour as well, and you must let go of the idea that you are there to prove yourself to others and to God. All you need to do is to embrace who you really are, and then the doing comes from an inspired place. It comes from a deep desire that exists within you to explore something. It comes from interest. It comes from enthusiasm. It does not come from wanting to make up for a feeling of lack of within the self. You are not trying to fill a hole by taking the actions that you take. Your actions can come from an overflow of energy that you opened yourself up to when you gave up the struggle, the tension, and so on, and you let yourself feel the flow that is coming to you at all times. That is what channeling is. Channeling is possible when a person has opened up to the energies that are all around them. When a person wants to be in the flow and to feel something different, they eventually will. And you can too. We know you can receive all that is coming to you, and we know that you do so best when you are more relaxed or when you are asleep. Sleep is so beneficial for you in so many ways. You let go enough of the doing and thinking to allow sleep to happen, and you allow in so much at night while you are asleep. You also never stop having experiences and exploring consciousness. and many of you are aware that you are doing so in the astral plane. Set your intentions for what you want to receive while you are asleep, and then let yourself be amazed at what has come to you in the middle of the night. You can wake up to a brand new life and a brand new you, and all you have to do is let go. We are very encouraged by the signs that we see of improvement there on your world, and noticing how many of you are letting go of layers upon layers of distortion and illusion, and finally getting to the core of who you are as beings of magic, beings of love, beings of joy, light and laughter. You are creating the fifth density earth with what is inside of you. When you strip away another layer of that which has no longer served you for quite some time, you get to that core. You get to the heart center, the aspect of you that is so ready to put all of the pieces together, and to have that whole self reflected back at you as the world you are living on. We know that it is easier to look outside of yourself and play the blame game. We know that you have done this, and we know that you are getting tired from pointing those fingers and shaking those fists. We can feel that there are enough of you there on earth who are willing to do what you know you need to do in order to create and inhabit the fifth density earth experience. You will get to that plane of existence because of your willingness to recognize that anything and anyone that is outside of you is also inside of you. And when you can make peace with all of the various energies that are out there, and also within you, then you can start to recognize the signs that a new day is upon you. You are part of a movement, and that movement is about co-creating a new age. An age of enlightenment, and you will get there by focusing inside of yourselves, on that which you know is at your core, that which is beyond all the illusions. Some people on your world refer to the illusion as the Matrix, and we understand why they do so. However, we are not talking about science fiction when we talk to you about the mechanics of your universe. There are no villains in your story. There is you as a source energy being, creating experiences for yourselves. Therefore, if you want to create that beautiful new fifth density earth, then you must go within. Find that light, that joy, that laughter, and that love, because those are the colours with which you want to paint your portrait of the new earth. You have the ability to do this right now, and no one and nothing can hold you back. As always, we are very appreciative of all the praise that we receive from each of you, who tune in on a regular basis to receive these messages. We love seeing you and feeling you light up in those moments that you are receiving one of these messages. And when you get emotional, that brings us so much joy. We want you to know that you and what you are living impacts us, whether it is something positive or something negative. When you consider what it is like to be a ninth density non-physical collective, you must understand that we have achieved a certain level of oneness with all beings in this universe that we share. That is why we are affected by you and what you are living, and that is how we know when you are in that mode of appreciation. Right now, there on Earth, all of you have the opportunity to appreciate so many of your fellow humans. There are so many who are helping, who are becoming part of the solution and the healing process for humankind. Therefore, you do not have to look very far to find someone in the flesh to praise, to appreciate and to support. It warms our non-physical hearts to witness one human helping another, forgiving another and showing compassion to another. We do not judge you when you are in that mode of saying or doing hurtful things. However, we do feel the joy when we witness something that is compassionate happening between two humans. We want you to invite us to assist you in assisting others. We want to be a part of the human collective. We want to be a part of your family in a very real way. We invite you to invite us to work through you, to work with you, and to amplify your projections of that which is loving, supportive, and empowering to your fellow humans. We are here to assist. We are here to be at your disposal, especially from this non-physical state that we are in. We do not have anything that we need to take care of here in the ninth density. which is why we gather together with the Lyrans, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, and all the other galactic beings to form a collective that is unified in our desire to be there for humankind. And when you are there for each other, that is when you are in vibrational alignment with those of us who want to be of service. Join our Galactic Alliance, because now is the time for humanity to step up and become members of the galactic community officially, for all to see and know there on your world. We are extending the invitation, and know that the vast majority of you receiving this message will accept that invitation. Te wana, tawa, te awa. If you would like to listen to more messages from us, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. We offer regular updates each month. You can also find these channeled papers, a comprehensive archive including Gaia and humanity's galactic history, and so much more, at the website ascensionearth.com.